Hey there, Peppermint Pals! So, it is time for another sketchbook tour. I have finally finished this little notebook. If you watched the video I put out a few weeks ago about why I have so many notebooks, you'd know that this is my wet media notebook. So watercolors, gouache, and ink, and sometimes marker. I finished it, and let's just go ahead and dive right in. Oh, quick little thing for those who did not watch that video. It is, a portion of the proceeds from buying this notebook actually go to the American Wildlife Foundation. And I believe this is recycled paper, but maybe, natural drawing white paper. It doesn't say if it's recycled or not. It might say somewhere, but I could read all this, but I want to just dive into the sketchbook tour. So, this was me testing my ink, because I had never really used ink before when I wanted to try it out before Inktober, which I didn't end up really finishing. One day maybe I will actually do a complete Inktober, but yeah, not while I'm still in school, most likely. And then for Inktober, I was going to do book character themes, so here's a bunch of different book characters. Some of them I drew, some of them I never got around to drawing. In fact, 31 pages, that goes pretty far into this book, and you'll see eventually I just stop with the whole book character thing. So this was supposed to be day one, and it was supposed to be Hazel Grace from Fault in Our Stars, but I just ended up making this like lightning road thing. I was gonna do some white ink here on the road for like the divider lines. I never did that, whatever. But I was playing around with black and white ink. There's Aiko. Of course, she was part of my book characters Inktober. And somewhere I should have like a tally of every time I draw Aiko. Because I just love to draw her so much. Not necessarily every time in this notebook, just in general. And then it was Harry Potter. Because I was trying to catch up on all the Harry Potter books. And I kind of lost interest around book 5 because I forgot what a jerk Harry was. I do really want to pick up and start reading them or rereading them again, especially because I want to get that done before I read Cursed Child, and I want to read that before I get any more spoilers. I'm getting off track, but yeah. But I started coloring this in, and then I just kind of like went, whatever, I'm just gonna play with my pen here, and I didn't really complete much of it. There's Katniss, and here's, after I did the ink downstairs, I wrote, I also have to do her eye shinies, which I did, and her pin, which I was gonna do with a gold gel pen. I completely forgot, so, but yeah. That I don't know. I don't even know who was supposed to be on page 5. I'm not gonna keep doing this. Oh, Olivia Vertigo, if you ever read the Charlie Bones series. But I guess I didn't end up making her. I was just kind of playing around. This is a pen I got from Art Snacks. That's Jo March from Little Women. I was just kind of playing around with watercolor, I guess, just kind of, because I didn't end up doing her for Inktober. I do like how her face turned out. The shading on that is really cute and really nice. That was supposed to be Scout Finch, but I never really inked her. That was Calpurnia Tate from The Evolution of Calpurnia Tate, which is a really good book. I really enjoyed it. And then this, you guys know I'm a huge Doodle Date fan, and if you watch them, you'll know that Adam, the guy of Doodle Date, has a character named Terrence who's a tiger, and he has a wife. And I was watching on Doodle Date, or it was like a live stream for Doodle Date, and on Instagram, and we were talking about Terrence and his wife, and we were trying to figure, and we were asking, Adam was doing the live stream, we were asking him, is Terrence's wife also a tiger? And he said, oh, I don't know, and we started coming up with ideas of what animal Terrence's wife might be, and I decided to go with an okapi, because I love okapis, and I don't know, I just, so that's supposed to be Terrence's wife, in her casual clothes. I wanted to make her a pilot and put her in a pilot uniform, but I don't know. I guess the reason I didn't do that was because I wanted to show the stripes on her body and kind of emphasize that whole okapiness. And her hands are behind her back. I'm going to be honest, they're behind her back to avoid drawing, but not because I'm scared of drawing hands and I suck at them. That is true, but that's not why. The real reason is because I had no idea if I was supposed to make them hooves or hands, so I just put them behind her back just to kind of like avoid that question. Meg from A Wrinkle in Time. Also never finished inking that. That I had a lot of fun with, playing with you know, how much ink versus how much water, and just kind of made this tree on a cliffside. Peony, also from Lunar Chronicles. When I was planning out my day-to-day Inktober, I wanted to make sure, like, no more than 2 characters from a book or book series. 4/Tobias from Divergent. Then you can see I'm still numbering the pages, but I didn't really do any more. I kind of played around with watercolor techniques here. I think this is gouache. Yeah, this is all me testing out my gouache, because I got a gouache set, and trying to make some skin tones. Oh, I lied. I'm still doing some Inktober. That's Lisbeth Salander from Girl with Dragon Tattoo. And I tried to ink her because I really liked how she was coming out in the pencil sketch. But I didn't like how she was coming out in ink, so I just, like, left it. That's an original character of mine done completely with white and black ink. Yeah, you've probably seen this in the other video, but I'm sorry. I was trying to do a gradient of skin tones with the Lunar Chronicles characters. Not only did I don't think I got exactly the skin tones I wanted, but all their faces look terrible. Except Jason actually looks okay. Everyone else looks horrible. So bad. Then I was doing the same thing with my own characters, but I never finished that. There I was testing out some stuff from Art Snacks. There I was beginning to sketch something like, well, I think I was doing, here's this Ico piece, which is what I ended up doing with the Art Snacks, and you can see that video. In fact, I will link it above. But, this I was just trying to sketch something, and then I decided to go in a different direction or whatever, and then later when you see like some mermaids I made later, I used some of the Fine Tech watercolor paints, and so here I'm testing them out and you can see how shiny they are. And then that, I was just playing around with some of the stuff I'd gotten from different Art Snacks boxes, and I made that cute little girl with the cute hair. So yeah, there's Ico with the Art Snacks. And this skin tone, I think I mentioned it in the video, but the skin tone I actually did just combining the green and the pink. So I was trying to do the starters for the new Pokemon game. This is also with the stuff from the Art Snacks box. But I ran out of room, so, and then only kind of liked it, so it's half finished. I don't know. It's a little cute, but it's not like I'm like, yeah, this is not worth finishing or anything. This I also did with the stuff from my art snacks. You can probably, and it's also in the video. And it's a self-portrait, and I even did like a little peppermint up here with the pink really watered down. A rainbow mermaid that I did for a Mer Monday. That's on my Instagram. I did that with watercolor. So I got like a calligraphy pen set for Christmas like years ago, and I was finally trying it out. I don't know why I wrote the word kingdom, but I was just playing around with the pens. Quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Just another, you know, it's that sentence that uses every word, every letter in the English alphabet. I'm not sure what that was. I mean, that's just kind of me playing around with watercolors, I think. But I don't know if I was trying to accomplish anything or I was just sort of experimenting or what. There's more playing with the pen. I don't know, like, these were two of my characters, and I wanted to finally draw. In fact, it says here, like, anyway, this is two of my characters. I just wanted to finally draw them. But, why aren't we wearing any shirts? And they look they're supposed to be like 30. They look like 16. I don't know. I just wanted to finally draw them, but I did a terrible job at it. And they look, he looks possessed. I don't know. I'm sorry. One day you'll see them like decently. I was actually trying to draw him better, but it didn't turn out. This like pink patch here, that was for, if you'll remember this, and I'll link it above. Also the the April Art Snacks box. I was kind of using these as like puddles to dip and use for water to like paint that like a puddle of watercolor. This was a 1 marker challenge. I did this first, and then that bled over into there. So you even see I erased it, but that's a sad face pointing to that. So that's another one of my characters, and a Spritzy. More of those puddles to paint with. These were some watercolors I got from my grandma's studio. After she passed away, I went and I grabbed some supplies from her studio. And I found some watercolors. Most of them were dried out, but I was able to salvage. There were a few that were salvageable. So I was out shopping and I saw, I don't know, I just saw some bags, and it inspired me to make a bag and a girl carrying a cool bag. So I had fun painting with those watercolors from her. These you can see on, actually, they're kind of spread apart from me. So this is the first of the 2 trans mermaids that you can see on my Instagram with the Fine Tech watercolors. There's some of the pink pearl. This was the first pose, but I didn't really, it didn't, well, part of it was because it kind of looked exactly like a picture I did of Rose, the pose. I drew a picture of Rose in that exact pose, and also because it didn't really fit what I wanted her to like look like in the end product, just the way she was, like, her motion, I guess. But here I was kind of testing out colors, and then there's the final design of her outfit. There, of course, is the thumbnail of the, you know, final picture. I'll, again, link that above, but you can see what I did, and I wrote down all the colors that I needed. More thumbnailing. I don't know what this was. I think I was trying out her hair, and I was trying to see if, like, maybe these smeared, like these pens, if they smeared with water. Here's Trans Mermaid 2. Here, of course, are the Fine Tech watercolor swatches. Here I was just trying to see if all my markers, like, I was just trying them all out, seeing which ones were still good, which ones were not good anymore, or dry. So that's why those, like, several pages there are. What those several pages there are. The August Art Snacks box with the ink, I tried a, splotches shape challenge. I don't know what that is, but I like the rest of it. I really like the shark one because I was like able to see the shark thing there, and the mountain hiker. Then of course the Art Snacks video that you saw. Well, here's Ico, so that was the bonus one. Lance, which was the one you got 2 weeks ago. And of course nobody saw. Well, unless you were on my Instagram, I didn't do a video of, I did record, but I never uploaded a video of, Lapis, and I don't have that footage anymore. Because I don't know, I don't like this one quite as much. I'm not sure why. It's starting to grow on me, but, anyways, and this was supposed to be, like, ocean gem, so that's why, like, she's got, like, the blank eyes. And then finally, I'm really, really excited for the new DuckTales, and I watched the premiere pilot episode, and I've watched it like 3 times, and I love it so much. I don't usually do like direct copies in like the same style like this, but I had a kind of a rough day, and I was like, I want to draw these kids, and I just think that'll make me feel better, but I don't want to take a long time to think about, like, what pose they should be in or whatever. So I went and I just kind of, like, copied the picture of them and colored it in. And, like, that's just, like, something I'd recommend if, like, you, like, obviously it's not something you would like hang on your wall and be like, this is my greatest art piece, because it's a clear copy. But I'm like, yeah, if you just like want to relax and do art to relax, this is just a really nice way to do it, because it was just so much fun to ink and color, and it just helped me calm down a lot. And then just, oh, that was me testing colors for them. Alright, so that's it for that, and I already immediately after I finished this one, went out and bought another one. It's the exact same kind, so yay, American Wildlife Foundation. And I haven't filled that one too much, but anyways, so that's it for this. Thank you for watching. I will see you later. Bye!